All right, Miles, let's talk about the Chicago Bears here for a little bit. This is one of our favorite teams to talk about because they're just one of the smarter teams in football, at least the way the last 6, 9 months have done. Ryan Poles has done one heck of a job. And we've got some interesting analysis involving the Bears about another really smart, huge move they're setting up. I dare say innovative. I think it's right around the corner. We need to talk about this more because I think Bears fans will be really excited by this development.
Yeah, Nick, I think the Bears are always on the cutting edge. They're always looking forward and doing things that this team needs to get done, especially, like you said, since the introduction of Ryan Poles and the leadership of this team. Great move by the Bears there. But the Bears have made a lot of great moves, allowing them to have a lot of great young players on this team. And that's why I want to ask the Bears fans in the comments below. You've seen the mini camps, you've seen the OTAs, you've seen who has been standing out so far. So let us know in the comments below, who is your potential breakout candidate for this season for the Bears? I think there's a lot of great options here, but let us know in the comments below, who is your breakout candidate for the Bears this year? Nonetheless, Nick, let's get on into it. What is going on with the Chicago Bears?
All right, Miles, we've talked about it a lot. The Bears have made a bunch of moves this offseason. We've done about 10 different Bears stories highlighting all the different moves. A lot of them are really smart. A lot of them we really like. A lot of great roster structuring. But now we can take a step back and look at where the roster sits now towards the end of June and understand that the Bears are set up for something, I think, even more innovative and smart than people realize. If you want to go ahead and throw up this image from overthecap.com, Miles, it shows that the Chicago Bears have the most cap space in the NFL right now at $32 million, just a little bit over. Now, there's been a lot of reports, a lot of potential rumors, I should say, about the Bears making a massive move, adding another playmaker, maybe an edge rusher to the roster. That, of course, is viable, but I don't necessarily think so. I think they're preparing for 2024. And here's what I mean by that. Unused salary cap space, for those of you who aren't aware, rolls over into the following year. So the Chicago Bears, this unused $32 million gets added to their effective cap space in 2024 offseason. That's setting them up right now, the way it currently stands, for them to have $95 million of cap space in 2024. That's an insane amount. That's basically on par. And frankly, I think it's actually a little bit more than they started this offseason with. Now, what does that mean? I think it gives them two big options here, Mize. If Justin Fields has a really big year and he looks like the franchise quarterback we all think he will be, I think the Bears will actually extend him and sign him to his massive mega extension next offseason. And instead of having to do the Lamar Jackson negotiation about guaranteed money and holdouts and all that kind of stuff that's plaguing every team right now, there's reports that the Chargers and Justin Herbert are having issues. Joe Burrow on the Bengals, things haven't really developing very fast on that side either. A lot of question mark about locking up these long-term quarterbacks. How is that going to be done this day and age? I think the Bears are in a position, and I think they set it up this way, where they can avoid that issue directly by front loading by way of a massive cash signing bonus and a massive year one salary to Justin Fields in 2024. So think about it. If you give him a 5-year, $200 million deal, making up numbers here, but you put $100 million of it into year one, and obviously you can adjust the cap space a little bit depending on the signing bonus. And let's say that $95 million, you give him a cap hit next year of say something egregious, let's say $70 million. That sounds ridiculous, but then all the following years, he's a steal. Right now, it's the opposite. Everyone has to set up their contracts that way. Year one, the quarterback's a steal. And then year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they have to cut all these players and figure out their roster. The Bears are in such a situation, Mize, where they could give Justin Fields an insane cap hit in 2024 and basically keep their entire roster together, plus add a few pieces. I think that's what they're going through here. I think that's what they're setting up for 2024. And I think there's a lot of credit needs to be given to Ryan Poles for what he's doing here. People aren't paying attention to this, but I think this is a genius move by what the Bears front office is doing. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, Miles, but before I throw it over to you, I want to remind everyone watching to stay tuned to the end of the video to hear more from our partner of today's video, and that, of course, is Neuro. Neuro has a lot of great products that give you a fast and easy boost of energy. We like to take their gums, sometimes their mints before the show, gives a good spike of energy to get through this content. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's video to learn more about Neuro. And here's the most important part, to get access to our special discount code. All right, Miles, I'll throw it over to you now. What are your thoughts on my theory here of what the Bears are doing?
Nick, I think this is a very good theory. I think it's really interesting because of what we said at the beginning. The Bears have been very innovative in how they look at things and do things lately. I think they're looking forward. I think they're trying to be the cutting edge of the NFL and how they do stuff. And I wouldn't put it past Poles to try to go after a deal like this. Because like you said, the deal with these quarterback contracts as of late is they kind of backload the deal. So the beginning is very light. They try to keep the roster that they have right now because, you know, they have a lot invested. Then they go forward slightly more, and each year the quarterback's deal gets more and more pricey, and they lose more and more people. Well, as you said, if they hold off and keep the extra cap space they have right now, roll it into next year, and then help use that to give, like we said, Justin Fields a massive signing bonus, a huge first-year salary, just enough to where they can keep this team together. But then when the next year rolls around, they have tons of money to work with. Once again, they kind of forego all of the problems that other teams have. But how did the Bears get to this position, Nick? It's because of their smart cap management the last few years. If they didn't manage the cap in the way they have, they'd be just in the position of every other team with a big quarterback. You look like even down the roster a little bit, the Browns, they have a huge team. They had to finagle a lot around to get even to the $16 million they have in cap space at this point in time. I think that is a detriment to the Deshaun Watson deal. Early on, it would have been horrible, but they eventually restructured that deal, and they're able to have a little bit of cap space, not nearly as much as the Bears, who have over double what the Browns have. So I think this is great thinking by the Bears, great foresight, and I think potentially, Nick, this could be a future move for all NFL teams to mock after, because this is a move that could really, really set you up for the future.
All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner in today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big time game winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.